We were talking about Jameis before you veered us off.
And you know what?
Mariota.
Yes.
Yeah. So Jameis ends up sitting
What about Jameis?
For the entire Florida State-Clemson game. Florida State wins because Clemson got a Clemson. He was originally suspended for a half, but got a full game because of Twitter, let's be honest. And, yeah, Jameis coming out before pregame fully dressed, and then the look on Jimbo Fisher's face was priceless. It was great. But this guy has all the talent in the world, even though he throws like Byron Leftwich. But he just seems to be a dumbass.
I was going to say, does he really?
He doesn't seem to get it.
No, he doesn't. This is the 6th time that he's been in trouble since going to Florida State. He has people who he grew up with playing against who are saying publicly he needs to chill out and stop doing this. That it's getting to be a problem. And the whole coming out in his uniform now, apparently Jimbo, which, okay, what kind of grown-ass man is named Jimbo? This is all I need someone to answer for me. No one will tell me. Jimbo.
Oh, is that his Christian name or is that a nickname? It would be so
Well, I'm sure he's
great.
James or something.
It would be so great if Jimbo was the name on the birth certificate.
I just don't find that plausible. It's not likely, though. I'm really sorry to let you down this way.
But you think with Jameis coming out in full dress that he would have to have been seen changing in the locker room. A bunch of coaches would have probably walked past him. And you got to think Jimbo probably would have seen him a time or two.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, how did no one see this coming? He just marched onto the field fully dressed and nobody saw it.
Because or at least tell the equipment guy that, hey, don't set out Jameis' stuff tonight because he's suspended for the whole game. Because it looks embarrassing to Jimbo Fisher, and this kid is causing him a lot of trouble. Yes, he got him a national championship. Yes, he got him a Heisman Trophy, but Jimbo doesn't seem like it seems like the inmates are on the asylum with Jameis Winston in Florida State.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is you hear from everybody what a great hard worker he is and all the time he puts in and yada, yada, yada. It's just he is the world's biggest douche nozzle off the field. What is wrong with this guy? Okay. Yeah, it's a completely, and you know what's funny? Whenever I try to call somebody a douche on my phone, it autocorrects to douche nozzle. So that's cool.
Wait, so you physically put douche nozzle into your dictionary. Stop dating it.
I didn't know. It saved it. All right, I've typed it so many times, it just saved it.
Oh, I suppose. Or do you ask Siri to put it in for you?
No, I don't talk to Siri. I don't talk to that bitch. She's not worth my time. She's not ever right. She doesn't have any good answers. She's stupid. I hate Siri. Anyway, where were we going with this? Oh, okay.
I just wanted to run down.
You're getting investigated for rape. It's very... Mm-hmm.
Go.
What? Okay, I'll continue. So you're getting investigated for rape, right? And then it's basically they call off the investigation under very questionable circumstances to everybody on the outside. Mm-hmm. And you're going to run around campus screaming, F her in the P. And that's okay in your brain. You don't have any hesitation to do that. Mm-hmm. F her in the P. I'm trying to keep it clean for, I guess, your friends who might listen because my friends expect worse from me.
Oh, hey, my friends are actually fine with colorful language. It's not like I'm Mormon or Mennonite. And I'm definitely not Amish because I don't have any compromising tattoos to hide underneath a beard.
Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah. You're not the guy I thought you were in.
On top of the rape allegations, you have just a bunch of minor stupid things that add up, like the BB gun incident, like bringing a pellet gun onto campus out in Tallahassee saying he was shooting squirrels or whatever. Stealing soda at Burger King, minor, but added onto the pile. And then the whole crab legs thing at Publix. And also this whole effort right in the P, as you say. And it just it's a lot of dumb things adding up where he just keeps doing stupid, and that has to be a red flag for the NFL because a lot of people try to explain away like it's just a 20-year-old kid being a 20-year-old kid. But you don't see Mariota doing this. You don't see Bryce Petty doing this. You don't see Sean Mannion doing this or Raheem Cato. We just got to stop making excuses because he's not a normal 20-year-old. He is the face of a very powerful national franchise, which is Florida State.
Well, he's the face. He's the face of basically the NCAA being the Heisman Trophy Award winner right now. So, yeah, the whole entire league has a lot to lose by him acting the league, the whole entire association, what the heck ever it is. Anyway, it just is embarrassing. He just needs to stop and go away, really. Just lay low. Jeez.
A dollar says he does something stupid before this year's playoffs.
Like what?
I don't know. It will be something very small and random where if it was an isolated incident, people would overlook it. Like he would, I don't know, he's going to paintball a professor's mailbox or something.
I feel like everything that he does can be attributed to some crazy frat prank. And I know that was like the logic behind the crab leg thing. But it all feels like someone dared him to act so stupidly.
Triple dog dare him. I triple dog dare you all to hang with us through this final break. When we come back, we'll be talking LSU Tailgate Coffin. Why? I make fun of Marshawn Lynch, and we recap our Week 3 picks and make our Week 4 picks. And we'll be right back. Claire-vs-Carlson Show. Blah. Bringing it on home in the home stretch of this edition of the Claire-vs-Carlson Show. Just talking a bunch of random nonsense because sports have been a little bit too heavy lately. But we got one from college, and then I'm going to make fun of Marshawn Lynch. Hopefully he doesn't find out where I live and pelt me with Skittles because that'll probably make me cry because he's a very large man. But LSU, and there was a picture that circulated over the weekend about a coffin in Death Valley as they hosted Mississippi State. They lost, by the way. And it was a coffin that had been converted into a beer cooler, chock full of frosty adult beverages. There might have been some soft drinks in there. Well, you need Coke for Captain Coke. Hello. And it was a coffin painted in LSU colors, had Tiger logos all over the place, and it was really neat. But also, I don't really understand it because I get that it's Death Valley, but why would you get a Tiger's coffin? Because that would signify that your team is dead. I don't get it.
Good point.
That's why I made it.
Wait, you're cut out. Well, okay. That's a good point, though. I mean, it's kind of ugly. Let's be honest.
Oh, just because you're hating on LSU colors. Because you're obviously from a storied SEC program like Texas A&M.
Story. Don't be sarcastic and rude. Shut up. But if I was making that coffin, it would have been purple with yellow accent or gold, whatever the crap they call that yellow shade they use.
I think they call it yellow.
It just seems a little bit overly yellow to me.
If I was making the coffin, I'd make it purple. Well, you should get in touch with the coffin haberdasher or whatever coffin makers are called. Probably just coffin makers.
They're probably just called coffin makers, and I don't exactly know how to locate these particular coffin makers, so we're just going to leave it at that.
But I feel like you should make it like neutral colors, and you can just put the logos of whatever team that you're playing on the cooler, on the coffin cooler, because they're going to die in death.
So make it white?
Even though Mississippi State did not. White is fine.
I know, that was so cool. Actually,
white is fine, gray is fine.
For Mississippi State.
Why? Because they have the same colors as Texas A&M?
Well, and their fans aren't annoying as hell.
Are you kidding me? That's Cowbell University. Are you kidding me?
Oh, wait. I always get those two confused. Okay, wait. Oh, so
Mississippi State or Ole Miss?
Oh, Ole Miss is the one that I tolerate. Sorry. Mississippi State is Cowbell. And they ruined that stupid skit for me.
Yeah, and plus they ruined Cam Newton because they tried to offer him a $230,000. They said no.
Yeah, dude. Okay, never mind. I take it back. But still, they're better than LSU.
I suppose. But just general tailgate talk. Since you're from the South, I'm a larger college football fan and have more of a Southern draw. You've obviously been to more tailgates than I. So why don't you drop a little knowledge about what's it like to tailgate in the South? Sorry, the South.
It is an embarrassing, what's the word I want to use? An embarrassment of riches when it comes to liquor consumption. I don't think that many people who haven't seen it in person can comprehend the amount of alcohol people go through in a tailgate setting. And oftentimes these games are starting early, like you sometimes will have in college football 11, 1 o'clock kickoffs, and by the time halftime rolls around, people aren't able to stand anymore. So that's always a little bit scary.
And not just because of the inbreeding.
No, that's really not as big a problem in most Texas areas as you'd believe. But anyway, we're not in Arkansas or whatever. So
we just lost all 2 listeners we had in Arkansas, but go ahead.
I'm pretty sure of our listening base, Arkansas was not a prime location. Because
they don't have internet in Arkansas.
Oh, my God. Actually, I was there last week, and it's not bad. It was quite lovely. I thought, I wouldn't mind living here. But then there's some people that you don't want to really associate with.
Like the
anyway.
Duggars.
Did they live in Arkansas?
Yeah. Hello. Do you ever watch the show?
I don't know. No, I don't watch reality TV.
I actually haven't watched the show, but the wife has watched it so often that I kind of absorb it through osmosis.
Oh,
you know how it's always on in the other room and you can kind of like pick up on it? Yeah, that's me. That's my life. That and Cupcake Wars.
Cupcake Wars. That sounds like fun. I want to have a cupcake war. Anyway, that's like college football sometimes. Cupcake Wars. Anyway, the analogy is lost. So tailgating, it's hot. People drink too much. There's usually fighting. And speaking of fighting, there's been crazy fights going on between fans lately. That's been caught on camera, which has been pretty cool, but not cool. You don't want to be there, but it's kind of cool to watch after the fact. And I think they probably tailgate too much. Let's be honest. Then you get in the game, and then the alcohol might start wearing off a little bit because it's real expensive in the games. And then people start getting angry, and then other people start making other people mad.
I feel like when you're getting liquored up, you're all happy and stuff. But once you've been deprived for a while, maybe the hangover starts setting in. That's when people get all uppity and get all abrasive with each other. And we saw that in the NFL. I meant to come back to this point because it's funny. Eagles, Washington game, 49ers, Cardinals. There's a couple of fights. And, you expect it in Philly. But I feel like this is a pretty common occurrence at every NFL stadium. And It's one of the reasons why I actually don't like going to games.